First off, I want to say excuse me for this rather generic intro. It's currently 7 a.m., more specifically 6:40 a.m., and I still have stuff to watch today to keep up my schedule, and I was editing this video, and unfortunately, while I was editing, or recording this exact line, my editing software kinda blew up. So, yeah. This isn't gonna have any flashiness or anything to it like it did last time, like it had much anyways, but because I have to re-record this, it's going to be rather bland. So I'm gonna ask you from the bottom of my heart to bear with me for a moment as I go in about why we use certain websites. So as I was editing this video, I realized we don't really go into it, but the main reason we are using Kiss Anime is for reference material. As you see, I was able to quickly get into it, get out relatively easily, and unfortunately there are certain legal issues when you use an actual paid site, believe it or not, that when you're using it as reference material. Some don't allow, some do, so to be safe, just use generic. And I want it to be stated very clearly, none of us support using using a pirated anime site or a commonly known as anime site. Unfortunately, with the way that it is, it's very difficult for us to all go into the show, see what it is, and get a good grasp of it. Because most sites like My Anime, A-List, or is it Mal? Yeah, it's Mal. I think it is. They don't give you a good grasp of. I think they give you a trailer usually, but the trailer really doesn't show what the show is, what the dub you would be using, what the sub you would be using, the average animation, the average quality, and those are things we look at when we're choosing or picking the next show that we do. So when we use these sites, it's entirely for reference, and I also use these sites because they're very convenient as I'm sitting down, getting ready to watch on this. I have the page open, I skim through all the videos, and we've recorded many of these. I usually skim through the episodes to get a good grasp of where it is. Now, in reality, this would never exist in a real site, I understand, because there's too many shows that exist, too many means. Everyone wants to have their own service, because we're still kind of in the Netflix age, it's dying out, but everyone wants to have their own service. The closest thing I believe you can get to is Verve. That gives you the largest choice, but it doesn't give you everything. And even this first one was a rarity. I found one service that had it. I didn't look too hard in the others, but the quick check I didn't show up anything. So, kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place for some of these, where you can't even legally buy it in the United States even, and it's just like, well, how are we supposed to do this? Because the answer is you can't. So, we try. By no means do I condone, or encourage, I should say, the use of these illegal sites. They're not good for general use. What they do is they hurt the industry. They do. The problem is with that's poor use of words, with reference material. It's amazing though, because you can just see everything. Everything's there, everything's under one big site, everything's under one big listing, it's all there, it's all available, you can see pretty much damn near everything on these. And that's where I recommend these as a reference material, because no other service has this. Now, because no other service can have it, because no one's going to agree, no publishers, there's no producers or publishers are going to agree to have everything under one roof. That's just not going to happen. I understand this. And I want everyone else to understand this, that we are doing this entirely for reference material. When we post, let's say when I post in Discord, for instance, at the end of this video, I'll post Wolf's Reign in Discord. Spoilers. But when I do that, it's to show what content, what the show is, what the dub is, what that sounds like, and we all know what we're looking for, and we all know what to find. It's very simple. It's very easy. That's why we do that. That's why we use these, is because they're the best available reference site imaginable, because they have everything. And it's very convenient when we're all sitting down. I do it a day or two before, or sometimes I do it the day of, where I just skim through all the episodes real quick and check out all the stuff to remind myself of the episodes, because I watched it a week ago, or I binged it at one point. I skim through it to get a rehearsal of everything to kind of freshen up to watch it. And that's when I recommend these. They're great and reference. I do not recommend using any of these sites for anything else apart from a reference material. They're terrible. I almost always have ad block on. Don't use them. Don't really support them. I say really, because they are good reference material, sadly. And it's one of those terrible situations where you're torn. You don't want to agree that they're useful in some means because it hurts the industry that you like, but you're stuck in a shitty position where they're the best reference material imaginable, and even sites like My Anime List are just, they can't do this for obvious reasons because otherwise they become a pirating site, but there you go. So I want it to be known that all of us use legal sources unless it's literally impossible, and that's basically it. Apologies are necessary. Sorry for it, but had to be done. Had to be done in the first video. This won't be in any others, so sorry.
Just want to puke myself.
Here's the problem. How do I sync? Because syncing in a game is really easy. You go 1, 2, 3, and you go up and down. I have to like move Discord left and right, I guess.
I don't know.
1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna continue trying to fix Nivia.
3, 2, 1, 1. There we go. It's good enough.
I was about to say, you can just start it early and we can just hold off for a few seconds and you can just edit it out.
Yeah, no.
I think charcoal. This is such a bad PC port.
I don't have my notes. Did I save my notes? I have my notes. Save my notes. It was smart.
Good. I didn't take notes. I just got enough notes
I
in my
take
head.
terrible notes.
Okay. I just
I'll
have
put
some
them up
things
so
in
you
my
can
head.
see how bad my notes are. I take like the worst notes ever.
I watched
better
it
than my
yesterday,
notes.
so it's all pretty fresh in my head.
But you binged it, so you forgot most of it. And
So
I watched
most
it a
of
week
it
ago
is
very
different.
slowly, so I've forgotten small parts.
And I watched it twice now, so you know. I have a lot of things that annoyed me about it now.
Does that annoy you? Yeah, I was about to say. You're right, this is probably a bad one to start with. I'll tell you that.
This is a great one to start
I
with.
thought it was a great choice.
Yes, I think
Are we
this
starting
is
this? Are we starting this?
I'm
I
ready.
don't know. Are we starting?
All right, hold on. Let's explain. All right.
Play the intro.
No, there is no intro. How the fuck would I have an intro?
I'm gonna get the
This
banjo.
is the most ramshackle
No,
shit
don't
ever.
you fucking
In
get
fact,
that banjo. You
it's
keep
so
that shit the fuck
ramshackle
outta
because
here.
I don't have my PC edited properly. My PC Audacity edited properly. My voice sounds worse than yours does right now.
I don't know.
It's a
Poison is just
problem.
an
I think my
embodiment of
mic's just
static.
too old, but you know. No, Poison has a ton of static. It's actually annoying. Still.
Get the fucking banjo out of here.
Okay, please don't.
This is not You Lie in April. Stop it.
Alright, so, fun thing, I realized we're having anime book club, right? It's basically what it is. I was looking about abbreviations and it ends up being ABC, which is an issue. Because I don't want to call it ABC, but it looks like it's going to be ABC. So, that's a problem. Anyways.
Well, we should call it ASC, Anime Show Club, because book club would be like we're reading the light novels.
Uh-huh.
And those suck.
I like them.
Well, you
But
suck.
that's my opinion.
See, now it looks like ass when you're just glancing at it, and that's an issue.
That's clickbait right there, dude.
Here,
That's-
let's everyone put
yeah.
abbreviations for names.
mine was ASC. Or AMC for Good
Dwarf.
Anime Club.
Dudes watch anime.
Dwa, yeah.
Or Dudes with Asses.
Oh, this is gonna be a mess. Please stop doing that.
Yes, please, boys, and get rid of the banjo.
This is gonna be a
It should
fucking
be
mess.
gone.
I already
Be
think
gone.
like, how the fuck am I gonna edit this already? I'm not gonna like this. I don't like editing in the first place.
Why? Don't post a picture there. That's
No.
tilting me already.
No, it's fine. It's
Two
fine.
Why isn't he
added, two
black in
levels
that
of
one?
tilt.
Oh, you mean why isn't he black? Oh, because it's not night.
Yeah. Okay, you saw that too.
No, it was really annoying to me too.
No,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
That is in there.
We'll get to that. Okay, so basically the overall of what this is that it could be any of us, any of a number of people. Any number of people, more people could come in, more people could leave. It could just be me. It'd be weird if it was just one of you two because I would have to come in here, set up Discord, and let you run it on yourself as I record you. So I don't think that's going to happen.
That's
It
not
might.
gonna happen.
It
no.
might if somebody really wants to do the work. But most of what this is going to be is we all have already watched the show, and we're going to talk about it here.
I'm gonna put the banjo up.
Thank you.
Good.
So basically, we go see the show, we come back, and we talk about because we normally do this anyways, so might as well record it, so we don't have to keep having the same fucking conversation a million times.
Okay.
So
Last one.
please stop with the
Last
banjo.
one. It's going in the closet. It's going in the closet. It's not even my
Doesn't
banjo.
need to go in the closet. You just don't have to use
To
it.
touch it. Get your hands away from it.
No, it's going in my banjo because I don't want my roommate to know I touched his banjo.
All right.
We'll kick your ass.
So, where do we start this? Because this is the first one. We have no
Literally,
formula.
episode 1, minute 3.
This is
So
your-
literally- Getting a fucking show when he's sleeping under the goddamn tree, and that random dude comes up and gives him the necklace, and then he says, "My whole world changed when I woke up from my fucking nap."
Oh yeah,
what
it's
the fuck?
basically it's on
I-
the anime.
The fuck. Okay, the world changes.
Oh,
They
it's just a
Okay.
go to another world anime. It's just like
I
He
kind
didn't go
of.
to another world. His world changed around him. All the people were the same.
No,
All
no,
the
I'm
events
pretty
that
sure-
happened
no,
in the world
see, I
changed,
also
except
took it-
plus monsters and magic.
I also took it as that the world was the exact same, but he transferred to a different world because he keeps talking about where did it split? Where did this world change? I think he actually just went to a different world where monsters and magic existed. I think
Yeah.
that's what it was.
But the weird thing, though,
Parallel
here's what
universe.
is a parallel universe. How did all the exact same situations happen? Like
Yeah,
when he
that
ran
makes
off
no
with the girl when
fucking
he was
sense.
young. Okay, no, they could have done so much better. You know, what would have been funny if his sister wasn't a cripple in his original world, and when he came back in this world, she was a cripple.
Oh, you mean, yeah, no. But we didn't even get
They
to
could
see
have
the
done
original
so
world,
much
though.
better. No,
That
exactly.
would involve it.
No,
Here's
no,
the
you
really
saw
weird
a
thing.
little bit of it.
No,
Here's
we
the
saw
really
a
weird
that
thing.
one
We
scene.
saw a tree. That was
No,
a fucking
here's the
beautiful
worst thing
That was
about
a
that.
great tree.
That was a great tree.
Here's the absolute worst thing about that.
Mhm,
You
mhm.
have him in one world, right?
Mhm.
So we're assuming there's two timelines. He's over here in the left world going all blah 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 blah, and the other him's over there in the right world studying magic and shit. What happened to him in the right world?
Right
Did
world.
he become a magical person getting sent into a world of normal people?
That is a great question, which they never will
Or did
answer.
that person die? Because it doesn't talk
Okay.
about it. And he wasn't
But I know
awakened, so
what I-
technically he would just be living a very weird life in which monsters don't exist, because he isn't even magic. So he just
No,
gets
he
to
can't
live a
use
normal
magic.
life.
Well, he was never really a magic because they.
No, he wasn't awakened before, so he wouldn't be magic, I
Yeah.
don't think. Unless you can awaken naturally. Which, again...
Well, does that affect? Apparently, it affects universes because he was normal and then was able to awaken magic.
Yeah.
So
Could just be magical mana
He was
in
the-
the
I think
air.
it-
His
yeah.
body was able to absorb that. Was
Not only
his
did he
past-
awaken, he dual awakened.
Okay, here's the real secret, though. Here's why they really did this, okay? Because the main character had to be OP, right? So they couldn't have him fail that test 10 minutes later in episode 1. So they had to have a legitimate reason because he can't fail a test. It's not possible because he's OP main man.
Yeah.
He's Jesus' son.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay? And that's what that was about. And then they just ruined little quotes about it when they needed to fill time just to waste time because he needed to be OP.
Well, apparently, he also had to have a different personality too, which was very inventive. Are we gonna wait for that? Hi, I'm Pyx Poison. How are you? I'm a completely different person.
Oh, no, that was much later.
Yeah, I know. I'm foreshadowing. Ba, 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 ba.
Okay, so that was the biggest issue. And then also, the bad guy, supposedly, of this anime.
The ice guys.
Why is he bad? The old man, yeah. Why?
The ice guys.
What?
No, the
He's
ice
bad
family
too,
is
he's
like
bad.
Dio.
I'm rich,
It
you're
pisses
poor.
me off.
It's not even Dio, it's worse.
No, but it's Dio stretched out over a couple episodes, because I got the same feeling when I watched the first episode of JoJo, Phantom Blood.
Wait,
and then I watched this, and I had to keep taking 2-episode breaks and watching like 2-3 episode bursts, because the Ice family, every time they did something, it made no sense, and they were just being antagonistic to be antagonistic, and there was no point to it. It was so
'cause they're
stupid.
dicks.
Even the girl in the last episode is like, "What the fuck are you doing here? How fucking dare you?" "Oh yeah, I forgot we invited you." It's like, what the fuck's your problem? What the fuck's your problem?
She had real motivation. No, she caught him peeking on her in the
Which was a stupid scene and didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
It didn't need in the middle of a fight. It really didn't need to be there at all for no reason.
They were about to.
A fight at that point. It wasn't a fight at that point.
All right, so let's just talk about this right now,
fight.
because this pisses me off. They have some of their like, "Ooh, I'm a pervert" shit happens, and it's fine in some cases. And the one case it's fine, I believe, where
Don't talk about the
he's
party
sitting.
scene. That was too cringy.
He's going on his first mission, and he
Okay,
turns to the right and he sees the girl, and he's like, "Oh, pennies," and then he just looks away immediately. He's like, "All right, I saw that."
Yeah.
Saw that.
Yeah,
That was
that-
fine. Sure,
yeah.
I'm fine with that.
That's fine.
However, during the middle of the attack, when there's an enemy in front of them, immediately flash cutting to when they were kids on the roof with a window with no blinds, mind you, that leads into a bathroom that was apparently easily accessible. What purpose does that window serve up there? Except for to get peeked on by people looking in through the window. It makes no sense. And the whole scene was just constructed simply to have that scene, which was so annoying. It was
Just
like, we
for
just
her
wanted to have a scene where you get to see tits and ass. It's like, why? Why even?
I don't mind fan service. I don't mind it. But there's a limit. You don't
You have
just
to have a fucking
throw it
reason.
out there.
What was the other one? I forgot the other one.
There's a good one too. I remember.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
those are
I remember
two
the other one was
super
also
ones.
fine, where his mind goes one direction when the fire chick comes up to him and is like,
Oh, yeah.
and is
that
like,
was
"Oh,
me.
let's go," and he's like, "Oh, how dare you? You shouldn't be thinking about this. We should be focusing on their studies," but still going along with it because he's a guy. It's kind of funny there. That was funny.
The perfect student.
Yeah,
Now,
that
the scene
was
I
kind
was
of.
talking about was earlier in the show when he first introduces his sister, and then you had those guys in the park. That was the most cringiest scene I've ever seen. That was literally the cringiest person in the history of anime, in my opinion.
Who?
Okay.
Which one?
The guy in the park when he
The guy who
goes
had the
to
hots for
lightning,
the sister.
and he's
who
like,
was
"I have the
handicapped.
hots for the cripple," and then his friends even look over him, they're like, "Dude, this is kind of some weird thing."
He's
Why do you
like,
like
"No,
the
it's my
cripple?"
fetish."
He's like, "It's kind of cute, but," and he's like,
Yeah, that was like straight out of a bat.
hold her real good. And then when he shows up and he's like, "Yeah, I'll be sure to hold her real good and touch her real gently for you," and it was just like,
Yeah, no, that was straight out of hentai.
that was so cringy. And then it's like, wait, how does he expect to get anywhere just by taking her wheelchair?
Yeah.
He could literally take her with the wheelchair.
Yeah, exactly. She was
Which is a
honestly,
cripple
you
chair.
could have just took her away. You could have walked her away.
Well, they had to take her out of a wheelchair to begin with, to put her on the seat.
They didn't need to. He could just carry her
I know.
and just cover her mouth. Like, it's not really an issue there. So that was literally. Again, just
It could
to
have been a
show
much worse
penis.
scene, but I did like how that's how he gets pissed off and uses his power for the first time.
Yeah,
It
that
at
was
least makes
cool.
sense.
How they made use of power. They just made the dude too cringy, and it was just like it was so forced.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what else was kind of forced? So we're just talking about the sister. He has like 3 love interests in this series.
He has
No,
a
he
couple.
doesn't. He
He,
has
has
one.
his-
he only has one,
He
which
has
is
one.
the
Fire chick?
ice
No.
ice daughter, right?
Ice daughter. That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
his only
I-
one that
I-
he's
not a love
interested in.
interest.
He was going with the fire chick to get laid. He wasn't going because he liked her.
I know, but they're
Yeah.
kind of putting that up as a possible.
Well, they're also
They
putting it up
know.
like in his what is it, the central unit to go the Royal Guard basically to go.
Yeah.
He wants everyone's trying to set him up with the ice chick, which
That's the other ice chick.
I was actually fine with until she was a complete and utter bitch in the final episode for no goddamn reason.
Oh, that was just so
Like,
dumb. We don't, but yeah. Oh, that was just so.
No, the
bad.
Ice family just all has entire sticks up their ass, like trees.
It just makes
it's
no
infuriating.
sense.
Yeah. Like whole gardens.
I get it. I get it. You don't like him. He's you could even consider him a pervert and to disregard him.
No,
but to be
so
spiteful.
They hate him because he's poor. That's literally it.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason.
It's so fucking annoying.
No, he had the gall to like escort his daughter.
Well, no, that's the father's issue because they're not actually. Most of them aren't really related by blood. He just adopts children who have ice potential or some shit.
He adopts strong children. Just like he wanted to adopt him in like episode 4 after they did the initial tests and he kind of realized
they were just being dicks with too, by the way.
Yeah,
you mean the black magic stone that he just broke because
and then they lifted it up and the black magic stone was just gone for some reason. It's like I would have picked that up and thrown it at him.
You saw it shattered.
Yeah, but the pieces would still be there.
No, he was so powerful he shattered them into
they turned to dust.
Yeah. He's main character, Kun.
You know what actually really annoys me about his whole training thing?
What?
There was one character who's an entire perverted joke, which is the one teacher with big tits and eyeshadow.
That is so bad.
She's so fucking annoying. I'm fine with that character, but the camera angle always starts. Hold on, do I have it saved? The camera angle always starts at her tits. What episode was it? Hold on,
it always starts at her tits. It does always start at her tits. Either starts at her tits or everyone's staring at her tits.
Yeah, no, it's the most annoying shit ever.
It's so bad. I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
And they use double innuendos.
I can't believe it.
It's so fucking annoying. It's just the most. Hold on, I think I got a scene.
Okay, you guys can be like that.
这个班里有的同学我教过，有的没教过。我希
I
望
don't
和
know
大
why.
家
I
都能
think
愉
she's
快的
cute,
相
but
处
it's like， there's
有
a
美好。
point where you need to stop, and they didn't get to the point.
Yeah.
So this is
可
the
是
scene
我
where she
学习
just
一
walks
样，我
in.
还是实践课老师。
Is it actually? Is it a little bit before 7:20?
Okay,
Okay, here's the first scene she
好了，
walks
同学
in.
们，接下来就由你们
Let's
实
talk
践
about
课的
magic
唐月
practical
老师说话。
senpai.
Oh,
and
man.
it starts on her tits and they jiggle and then it slowly pans the camera up. That is every scene. Literally every scene with her starts on her tits and then moves up. It's so
sometimes they
fucking
bounce.
No,
Sometimes they bounce.
almost all the time. They
No,
bounce.
sometimes. Sometimes they wink at you.
He said that's why he said almost.
But how'd you guys like the animation? By the way,
I had no issue with it.
Yeah, the animation wasn't bad.
It was a little shoddy.
For something that felt budgeted, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for what it like probably had. I didn't research it. You guys research the budget of this?
I didn't look into the budget or anything.
Yeah,
on
not
it,
even
but
that.
you could just tell like that it wasn't a super high budget one.
Yeah, it did well with what it did, but I don't know. I just thought like when they were using their abilities, I forget what the abilities are called.
Just magic.
Magic. Okay.
Yeah, just magic.
Just okay, their magic. It was kind of like all of their animations were the same except the last one where he just punched into the air.
Yeah, they do share a lot of like.
Well, the thing is like
stuff.
they're.
Not
I can kind of understand that because they all have to start entry level magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
which I actually do like the tier
different.
setup and how the powers work, on how you start in entry level and it's simple stuff, and then you go into T and that's T1. Then you go to T2 and you get complex magic, which I like. And technically, he already uses advanced tier magic in the end, episode 12 when he beats the one dude, which is a fire lightning dragon, even though it only has a mouth of fire. But whatever.
He doesn't use fire. That's a straight level 3 lightning ability.
No, it's a fire lightning dragon, lightning fire drake.
No, I think that was just for animation purpose, Shadow.
I don't know. I think it's too on the nose to have a lightning fire dragon when your powers are lightning and fire.
The mouth is red.
He had the armor of fire immunity though. So the
yeah,
fire
but lightning
literally
penetrates it,
pointless.
so the lightning would penetrate
but
and
he
the fire
wouldn't
would
fire the fire at it though. He would fire the straight.
Okay, let's not get into the 12 fight because
Yeah,
I have a lot of issues with that fight.
We shouldn't even cover that fight. That is just
Not yet. It was
bad.
not yet.
That was just bad.
All right.
Okay.
Is episode 5 the episode where they Oh no, episode 5 is where they get the spirit wolf. All right. So episode 5.
Yeah, that was 4 and 5, I think. Actually,
there's times where the characters need to stop being dicks for no goddamn reason, and like really hard. So from this moment on, everyone should be sucking the protagonist's dick when they walks by, because he was the only person, the only one of two, which was him and his friend, and his friend's wind, which is apparently really shit in the magic world. So it's him and his friend that literally fight the spirit, and they're the only two. They're the only two with the balls. But the fucking ice dude still sits there for the rest of the fucking show and goes, "Coward, you're fucking pathetic. How fucking dare you be so weak and cowardly? You bitched out on fighting a weak enemy that slowly walked into you and nudged you slowly over."
Yeah, no, he nudged him. He must have nudged him pretty hard because he was unconscious.
About that gets me on to another point, and splitting the road here. I'm shutting my window right now. How are the powers tiered? Like, we know lightning's the best because it can penetrate stuff.
Yeah. Then it's fire second, and then they don't go over the best.
It sounds like fire and ice are equal.
Yeah, and then wind and water are handled as support.
No,
ones.
ice is a bit below fire. Ice is a bit below fire.
Fire is the second strongest. They clarified that lightning's first, fire second, based off of how the families work.
I know light's the worst, and then wind is like in between.
That's my problem. Why is light the worst?
Light is the rarest.
Light isn't the rarest.
No, lightning's the rarest. Lightning's the rarest. Just light. Just to illuminate.
Like light, the heal. Oh, no. I thought...
No,
healing is...
Yeah, illuminate. Just entry-level light is just illumination.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Which, in and of itself, I was always like, that doesn't seem like it'd be the worst, because, like, One-Eyed Wolf, alright, I'm gonna focus a light beam right at its eye, it's now blind. So
that's my thing. You could use...
The characters aren't smart. That's the issue.
Yeah, no.
All of the characters are smart.
Are infuriatingly stupid. Not to mention the students, but even, like, episode 5...
Even the students are dicks.
No, the students are terrible. There's, like, literally 3 good students in the whole thing.
Do you remember
It's him. It's the protagonist. Literally, the students, the only ones that are even worth noting are the protagonist, the girl, the fire chick that's around the protagonist, and then his friend, the wind guy. Those are the only 3 in the season that are even worth looking at. The rest are garbage and infuriate you because they're so unbelievably stupid.
Yeah,
they're not only stupid, they're
stupid and cowardly. Like, it's the worst.
Yeah.
There's
nothing good about them, and we know nothing about them. They never built up anybody.
All you know about them is that they're stupid and they constantly insult Fan Mo, even though he's constantly, or whatever is the protagonist. Even though he's constantly...
Fan Mo is a completely different character, Shadow.
No, it's
not.
Come on,
man.
How dare you confuse
That's an
them?
agent of the city, sir. Okay?
Yes, how dare you demote him?
Unbelievable, man.
To an entry-level mage, yes, how dare
you just turned a basic fire mage, and you compared him to a lightning mage. You monster.
Yeah, also, I don't like it how it, this is just something about anime in general. I don't like how it, like, oh, what is he gonna be? What is he gonna be when you look at the cover? And it's just like, he has fire and lightning.
Or the intro, or like anything.
Yeah.
Just
that's a rank on all intros that don't have
even
like...
the sister kind of in the back is like, oh, she's a healer. Isn't it also a little convenient that the crippled sister gets the healing power?
Magic,
like,
the support roll.
Bro, just roll me into battle behind you. I'll heal your wounds. Like, that should be great.
Just tie my wheelchair to your backside.
I shall heal you so you can fight without restraint.
See, the best way to do that is to spend all of your Royal Guard money on some really good magic equip armor and just strap it to her and then piggyback her around on you.
No. Get some magic armor. It just gives her wheelchair wings, and then she can just fly around healing people.
Oh yeah, you can just give her the wings. Yeah, you can just give her the one guys. Also, 5 I have so many issues with because the guard.
That was a master class magic. That was a magic. That was a wind magic actually.
How did he have fire? Was he just advanced?
Yeah, he's a dual on
it.
He's advanced. Okay.
Yeah.
It seems like when you get up in the ranks, you can.
It doesn't matter what your natural is.
Yeah. It looks like you can wield either similar magic or lower tier magic.
Because at the time I thought it was a magic equip that he was using.
No, he clearly says when he appears, like, that's the name of it, and he's like, that's wind, that's master.
But like the guy at the 12, but the 12th dude, the dude at episode 12, when they fought him, he was using something that gave him earth magic abilities. Yeah. The boots that made him move quickly on ground. Yeah. Which even though he was mostly in air when he was moving, but let's ignore that.
Yeah, and ignore that. That was just them animation. That was just, they couldn't even have trying to animate that. Come on, man, it's a lot of work moving the feet like 2 inches.
Hey, that goes to the animation where we talked about the animations. It's not the best.
Okay, I know Shadow wants to talk about this, so let's get this out the way.
What do you mean?
The subs.
Yeah. No. Episode 6 is where the subs started to get annoying. Because he goes on because whoever subbed it went on a little rant at the end of episode 6 and then just kind of pushed it over. So the entirety of the subs throughout the entire show, they put like little emojis and stuff at the end of the subs for characters who are already making facial expressions or don't have facial expressions.
Stuff in it.
What did you guys watch this?
Poison, we sent on the one thing so we could all watch the same thing. We sent the link.
Oh.
What did you watch?
Where did you watch it?
Let me go click that link real fast. You guys go on a different time.
Did you watch the Kiss anime one?
No.
No.
Yeah, okay, next time watch the one that we send you because we all need to watch the same thing.
Same one.
Otherwise, this kind of doesn't matter. It's like, just in the future, like if we watch a dub.
I mean, it still doesn't.
If we watch the dub and you're like, no, I want to watch the sub, that doesn't count because you watched an entirely different show.
Well, it was still subbed. I still got the ideas.
Okay.
He just doesn't send a tilty feel from the
so you're just gonna be quiet.
I agree with Shadow. Yeah. He
so the subbing
rant.
He
complains at the end of every episode. You know
about that it's free and that he's doing it for his sleep. So right off the bat, if you are subbing things like this for free, first off, thank you, because otherwise no one's ever going to be able to watch these fucking things because they're never going to get subbed officially. Really appreciate it. However, don't put yourself out and lose sleep or care what anybody says because you're just going to do annoying stuff. Also, try not to be too cute. For instance, the Mighty Anna joke, not funny. Not fucking funny. That was really fucking lame and actually pissed me off because it looked nothing like it. It looked nothing like it, and it was just stupid. I think we had the
same guy. Here's one test. When the armor came, did on the subs, did it say shing?
Yeah. Yeah, shing.
We watched the same guy.
Okay, yeah.
I found that funny, okay?
I didn't find that funny at all. The one joke I found funny was the Lee Sin joke. And if that was the one they did, if they just did that and the Mighty Anna one, I would have been fine. But they tried to be way too cute the whole goddamn time. Like, they're constantly putting their own little things in there. They're constantly editing. It's like, don't do that. Like, the Lee Sin thing was perfect on sub-humor. That was the perfect point you had there. You nailed it. You had the timing. It was there for half a second. You didn't even notice if you didn't want to read it. It was perfect. However, the Mighty Anna one, where you actually put in, he's transforming into a Mighty Anna instead of what he was, which was like a Blade One-Eyed Wolf or something. Just don't do that. Just don't do that. We really appreciate what you're doing, but try not to be cute with it. Too cute with it. Just it gets old real quick.
My opinion. I loved it. Do it more.
I agree with Shadow. Like, whenever I try to watch it, I try and get immersed into it. You know, because of how painful it kind of can be to watch at times.
Funny if they're doing that for fun.
Yeah, no, if he does it every now and then, it's fine. But he did it too much, and it's like every time he does it, it just breaks me off of it again. And it's like,
I remember one vividly where their thing, Shunpo. And underneath is like clearly a rip on Bleach. I knew exactly what you were talking about.
They didn't take this from Bleach. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And I was like, yeah.
That was one of the jokes I acknowledged and immediately went,
Yeah, I mean, I was like, okay. I was like, nice try. I mean, it wasn't super funny in all honesty.
Yeah.
Also, this might have been them being just cocky, but the first monster that showed up, the rat. Why did they just move around for like 2 minutes? Where they just stared at it?
Staring at it because they needed to see what it was capable of.
Yeah, they
needed to show off. The whole reason that fight was the way it was. It wasn't just like the ice person Xing it or the fire dude Xing it. Was because they needed to show off what monsters looked like in Dead. Because this is the first time you really see a monster that's actually supposed to be a monster.
Oh no, I get that, but like they could have done it in a different way to show like that these people don't just look at monsters for 5 minutes. Like they teleport around like
the one-eyed wolf was though. Yeah, that's what showed that. That's
what pisses me. We're getting there real quick because we're almost done with the series already. But that really pisses me off. So in episode 7, because we're actually there already. I say already. It's been like 20 minutes. I actually liked Poison Stop doing that. It sounds like you're ripping ass directly into the mic.
I'm sipping water.
I know, but you're doing it too close. I've been noticing it and trying to ignore it.
Water. I wanted to see how long it went till Shadow lost it over it.
Okay, here, I'm moving the phone. Can you hear it now?
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
Okay.
So I actually like what the protag did in episode 7, where he... Oh, well, he just did it.
I didn't do it again.
It sounded like
I didn't even drink.
Maybe it's just his mic.
Yeah, maybe.
Just going, I don't know.
Okay, continue.
Intentionally making noises with his mouth.
I actually do like what the protagonist did in episode 7, where he like hid his identity and decided to run off as an ice mage.
Oh yeah.
I actually liked that when he did that because he was able to do
cool.
it.
That's one of the things I liked about the character is that he
was actually kind of smart. Like the protagonist is actually kind of smart.
He's an intense character from most animes. That's
really,
he is.
Really smart. Again, I'll point you too high. I am Poison or Pyx Poison. How are you?
Okay, the name choice wasn't the best.
Well, hey.
Let me put a mask on and a hoodie.
He may have realized that every other person in this universe that he transferred to is fucking idiotic. So he thought it would work. To be fair, I don't blame him. To be fair, I don't blame him.
Yeah, I can't either, actually. Like,
because everyone else is... Because even though it's like, oh, he's scoring the best. He's the strongest. He's the most powerful. The ice guy can just beat him in a second. What a coward. Oh, yeah. What a pathetic weakling. Even though he's scoring better in every way.
He's going to have the magic quick for 10 days. I'm going to have it for 20 more. I'll be way stronger than you.
Then his necklace eats it. And it's just like, no, we're just going to throw that under the rug, and that didn't happen. We need to show the necklace with something, and it's like...
No, the teacher replaced it. That's what she did.
Yeah, but why?
That's what Titsuki did. She replaced
and then she volley fucked off in the middle of nowhere. Where she just
teleported. Then she fucks off until like episode 11, where she teaches him how to do better fire.
That was great, Batman him.
Yeah. Oh, when you made the joke about the innuendo? Yeah. Is that where you got that one from? Come see me after hours.
No. It wasn't come see. That was episode 11 where he's going to see the one where she's going to see her and he's with the wind dude, his wind friend next to him. And he's like, I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to come to your apartment after school. Is that okay? So you can teach me about And she's like, yeah, no, that'll be fine. Come to my apartment after. And the wind guy's like, what? And it's just like, yeah, okay, we get it. You think it's sex.
Yeah.
It's like,
Calm down, man.
All right.
Oh, I'm bleeding out my nose right now.
He was blown away.
Oh my god. I'm having an aneurysm because of these jokes.
Okay, was it episode...
I don't know, just come to me.
Was it episode 8? Oh, no. Which one was the one where it was... Okay, so there's a couple episodes where he's fighting. I believe episode 8 was just the Ice families being dicks. Again, there's too much of that. There's just...
Yeah, no.
There was too much of the Ice family being antagonistic. It accumulates in basically everything at once into 12, so I don't even want to get into it 100%.
I'll inform everyone. We're not saying their names, their abilities, because like this is the first to second Chinese anime we're watching. Like for me personally.
Yeah.
And we don't know the pronunciations, and we don't remember them very much because they all sound very similar.
None of them are memorable anyways in this anime. Let's be
fun.
The only two you need to understand really are like the protagonist and Ningxia or Ningxia. Those are the only two, and that's the protagonist and the one girl that he likes.
You mean main waifu? Yes.
Yeah.
That's debatable.
There is no debate.
Poison likes the teacher. He likes the teacher.
I do like the teacher, but I also, what's it called? I don't know if this is like Japanese. If this is a Japanese anime, it would be the sister. You know it would.
Well, no, he actually does make a remark on like, why don't you go get yourself a cute little miniskirt? I like little miniskirts. Yeah. He does make that remark still.
He does make that remark, but he's never shown
because they're stepsisters.
He's never really shown anything like that.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's a bit
it's like things towards his sister, so I don't count her.
Yeah.
Like I think he actually has a normal relationship with
his
her.
character's a bit of a perv, but that's really it. Like that's all it really is.
It's like
But honestly, it's completely normal. Like there's no issue.
But
with it.
yeah, and then the fire girl, no, she just.
I just don't like the fire girl.
Yeah, she's not. No, it's like there's no competition. It's just that one girl.
Yeah.
Okay, we all know this. Like
which ice girl?
Maybe the elder sister.
Wait, there's another sister?
Their elder ice sister.
You got the young ice sister, the one he ran off with as a kid. That suddenly made the old man.
Yeah, the older ice sister still
like
has
5 years
on entry level.
That he just never.
Was that because there's two ice girls?
Yeah, there's the elder one which sucks, and then there's the young one which is OP.
That's easier to remember.
The young one's OP. The old one sucks. That's all it really is.
The old one does.
She can use
she's entry level
ice
still.
magic. She can use level 3.
Dude, the protagonist is already above her though. Like empowered by miles.
But that's because she has literally spent 3 years. And also this first season took over 3 years.
Yeah,
the time
I kind of like that.
I didn't.
That passage of time.
No, it was too fast. You literally one episode, he barely learns level 1. The next episode, he's about to unlock level 2.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like I don't like long training.
Oh, he's terrible.
Okay? I don't like long groups of training.
I'm sorry.
I'm drinking the green milk, man. But I don't like.
It's not the green milk. It's these things that I got for free at my college. That says you quick
should know better.
Sports.
You should have just known better right there. You said the bad. You said the F word.
Free in college. Not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
But anyways, so I don't like dragged out training sessions. I'm very, very vocal against it. But I want to see some progression.
I don't know. Have you ever seen Mars?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
you remember that scene where they go into the
romance? Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
Yeah. You remember the scene where they go into the doors?
Mm-hmm.
That was a perfect training scene.
That was a good one. Yeah. But I mean, it's like it's not over dragged out. But this one, they completely skip all sense of training. They just jump to them being stronger, and it's just hard for me to understand.
You see him meditate.
Here's the thing. Most of the training in this would be really boring and suck because it's not even like Hunter x Hunter where they're doing stuff. He would literally be sitting there, focusing his energy, and then casting the same spell like 20 times until he's out of mana.
But they could do some slight different
It's
changes
like Oblivion
to that,
grinding. It's literally Oblivion grinding.
It is. But, I mean, they could have wrote around that, though. They could have made a few different changes to make it more entertaining to watch.
Well, I say the training... I agree with you. I feel like the training kind of reflects the action, where it's kind of just bland.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really do any real fights, though. That's the problem.
No, they really don't.
It's too... I believe the second season would have more fights, but the first one just doesn't have...
have to watch that.
It just doesn't have anything. It just...
Don't you assume it's quality?
Well, like, you see it in the intro, because you see the trailer, the intro trailer is of the second season. It's not of the first season. That was really, really weird, I might add, Yeah, it's not the first season, it's the second season, which is awkward. But
that is very weird, yeah.
It's,
like, literally in the first episode.
Also, I just realized, what happened to the transformation capes? They use once. What the fuck?
They realized that he looks better.
That was for cool points in the cave, sir.
I just realized that they just got rid of that after the one time they used it.
There's a lot of animation.
They got what's his face to do at the final fight.
No, they didn't. He didn't do it at the final fight.
No, he did it before the final fight.
Did he? I don't think he did.
He did. He was dressed in it and had the suit underneath.
Yeah, but did he do the whole transformation?
That'd been really hot to be underneath him.
Oh God.
No, armor, cloth over armor you don't actually feel it because the armor's already 1,000 degrees. So it wouldn't have really mattered. Armor doesn't breathe very well.
Yeah, the whole transformation was just swagger points, but he just didn't keep up with it for some reason. It was weird.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, like, they really dropped that. He's in it, and he's not in it. Yeah. He's just in, like, a jumpsuit.
Yep. Yeah, it's so weird.
Alright, I think it's episode 11. Alright, so... Oh, by the way, in 10, did any of you notice when he was fighting the wolf that his mask just disappears multiple times? Like, I thought he took his mask off or forgot it or something. Or like the wolf hit it off.
They all got X-ray vision. That's what that was.
No, but his mask, he's holding the water chick in his hands and he's jumping and she's like closed her eyes and he doesn't have a mask. And it's like, what the fuck? Where's his mask? Would that have been so hard to do black lines?
Shadow. He also turned black, so don't.
Yeah. Okay. Whenever it becomes a night scene in this show, it turns black. The characters turn black. It's really weird.
Not the characters.
Or like
all
Mexico.
Him.
No. The fire chick with him turned black.
I don't remember that.
Well, they don't turn black. They turn like blackish brownish. It's really weird because it's trying to do shadows, but they just coat the character in it, so it looks terrible.
No, they at the end of the day, before every night, they get an instant spray tan. Get an instant spray tan.
They go Gonguro.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude. Oh.
They take a page out of Snooki. Get a fucking spray
tan. Damn.
Okay.
Showing out the reference, boys.
Okay, so...
I don't know, do you actually watch that show?
No.
I didn't either.
Okay, so episode 10 and 11-ish.
Okay, we're going to
Literally, the captains are the only good characters in either the army or the... Like, outside of the main two characters, the captains are the only good people who are naturally good.
I actually really like the captains.
The Royal Guard is fucking pathetic, and they all deserve to be shot. They're literally in the middle of the city, doing their only thing they can, and they're like, let's run! Everyone, let's run! And everyone's in agreement of let's run. The Royal Guard is entirely in agreement, and the captain is dying. And they're like, everyone, let's run. Okay. Where the fuck are you going to run to?
You act like they're elites or anything. Okay?
They're supposed to be. It's literally the Royal Guard area from Attack on Titan.
One of them is. One of them, it's the short hair girl. The short hair ice girl. She's technically an elite. And she was perfectly fine with it.
No, and remember, she gives him shit for running away. Remember that. She yells at him, Fanmo or whatever. She yells at him, the protagonist.
Get it right! It's
Well, it depends on which alter ego we're talking about. There's two
Mo Fawn Fire. Fawn Mo Lightning.
No, Mo Fawn is fire and lightning. Fawn Mo is just lightning.
Just lightning. And he becomes both in episode 12, so we can't say he's just fire.
So here's the fucking problem. She gives him shit immediately when they start the fight. Like, okay, you gotta run. You better run because you're a civilian. Get out of here. You're an entry level. You don't know anything. Because that's right. That's the proper thing to do. But when she yells at the student to run, that's like if during a fucking... We're in a war zone and a middle schooler runs out into the battlefield. It's like, middle schooler, get out of the street. Shit's going on. You don't then call the middle schooler a coward because he didn't walk into a gunfight. Like, you just...
No, it's like he has a knife.
Okay,
it's so fucking
go off a dead body and start shooting people. That's what any reasonable 8th grader would do.
And the worst thing about that is that she actively says, sees the captain injured and is like, we need to run. We need to get out of here. And it's like, you're literally the only person stopping it from killing people. You are literally the only person.
No, the new main bad guy is there too.
No, he shows up at the end. He shows up at the end to finish it though.
Start.
But it's literally just Fan Mo.
No, he doesn't.
It's literally just Fan Mo, lightning.
The two ice people come. No, the two ice people come in the same time.
Yeah, they're both cowards. They both don't matter. The thing overpowers them immediately. The only thing that's there stopping is Fan Mo and the captain. Those are the only two people doing anything. Everyone else is cowarding out. It's so fucking annoying. I hate that.
The army commander. He's my favorite character.
Yeah, no, he's great.
No, he's a great character.
He acts like a bandit, and it's really cool because when you see him acting like a bandit, it's fun.
It's like
he even says it's like, yeah, if any of these royal, you could come join up with me, and if any of these royal guys try to get in your way, we're going to go burn their house down. And it's like, I love you. You're amazing. You're the best character in the show. Why are you?
Join his army.
Why do you only have like 7 minutes of screen time in the whole show? Like, come on, people.
At the end, he's like, you're too used to this situation.
Yeah.
You want to join my army, kid?
He's great. He's great. And the other captain, the captain of the Royal Guard, is great. Those two people are awesome.
Yeah,
what's up with everybody else in the show being a coward?
These worthless people. Here's Lightning. Oh, how are you? I love that.
But even the dude who awoke in the lightning power, besides main character,
he was
also useless. Yeah,
you kind of like just.
No. I think the lightning guys go off to their own academy. for their own training. I think that's what that is. They go off to their own place.
No, because he was seen at the thing, at the cave. Yeah, he was at the cave.
He was at the cave, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was one of the four
cave,
people
yeah.
that fought.
Oh,
Yeah.
lightning is apparently very difficult to actually use and line the star path or whatever. Because he says that at one point. Is like, oh no, because he says that actually when the captain is recruiting him, he's like, I can only get to level 1. Oh, that's impressive. Most people don't even get to level 1 in their lives. Like, that's really good. And then he's like, I don't have much energy. I don't have much magic. He's like, it doesn't matter. We'll train you with magic. And he's doing all that stuff.
Yeah, that was so stupid. The whole thing. He's like, I
love
want
that. That was great.
I loved it.
That required. He's like, I'm lightning. He just comes out. They're like, we need to go. He just slams open the door. I was like, well, that's how you make it.
I was listening the whole time.
I've been just having my ear against this door.
Why do you wear a mask and a hoodie all the time? One ass, get lightning.
Well, this is one of the anime things that pisses me off. Is that literally at any point he could have, like, in the first mission when the rat goes after the girl and almost kills her and he saves her. After that mission, you know what he could have done? He could have said, all right, I need you to pay back your debt. Don't tell anybody about what I'm about to do. And he takes off the mask, and the one person who would know him and connect him wouldn't tell. Or otherwise she's a complete bitch, and everyone else in the Royal Guard wouldn't have given a shit.
She would have told.
Also, by the way...
Yes, because the Ice family's all naturally evil except for the one girl.
Yeah.
By the way...
Exactly. You understand?
Do you guys remember the girl that died? During the
the sister's friend.
Yeah.
Sister's friend.
Where they just forgot about that.
No, she just died. That's what happened.
What about her?
No, they didn't even say she died.
No, she was dragged under the tunnel. She's dead.
The exact phrase was her life.
They took her to the lair or something like that.
So she's dead.
They were assuming she's dead. They never actually confirmed it.
Whatever, the team went in there to clean it up, apparently, but they probably
they never said that. They
never said if she died or she lived.
Yeah.
And the sister doesn't fucking care.
No, because she gets a bunch of money. The next thing you see the sister in is she's getting a bunch of money, and he tells her to wear a miniskirt because he likes her in miniskirts.
After that, because he got full pay after one mission, they're like, "Yep, nope, you're not full paid member because lightning, awesome."
Lightning, the thing that just is like ice but stronger.
Literally, it's offensive ice.
I don't know. It's like, wait, ice just completely freezes them. Lightning just kind of stuns
them and hurts them really bad.
Or it slows them down. It didn't even stun the wolf. It just slowed it down when he.
Well, that was a T1 lightning. That was a little. That was an entry level 1 magic lightning.
No,
it
was level 1. No, it was T1. He only had lightning T1.
Which wolf are we talking about? The one.
Well, T2 is like advanced. I think T1 is entry stuff.
So yeah, no, T1's the
entry
very
level
basic.
1.
It's like
T1's the basic.
1, 2, and 3.
I think they call it Lightning Panther. I think he calls it actually, if I remember right.
Then the next one is like Lightning
T1
Snake or Whip or something.
Yeah, I don't remember the other one.
You get special names because all the fire ones are called Ignite.
No, level 2 is Ignite, Incinerate.
Listen, the names don't matter because I guarantee you in Season 2 none of these spells are going to get used. They're all going to use advanced versions. I can almost guarantee you.
Also level 3 already though, man.
No, wasn't level 2 called Amaterasu?
No,
that was a sub-joke.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a sub-joke. Yeah. Again, being a bit too cute.
Okay.
When you actually start thinking that's the real name of it, that's going across the...
That's an issue he created there, yeah. But level 2 is called Incinerate.
Okay.
Level 1 is just Ignite, level 2 is Ignite,
So
Incinerate.
Is the captain entry level 2, by the way? There's something confused
about. No, they're all entry level.
He's entry level 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because he made.
It's not called
the army is advanced.
They're called like the TCH.
He made a big fireball.
CTH or something. CHT.
Yeah.
I think.
CHT. I think.
I don't know what the pronunciation is, so I'm just calling him the Royal Guard because.
Also, Shadow, because you like wolves and
I hated the spirit wolf.
No, how did you like the reaction of the tamer?
That was great.
That was so stupid.
That was hysterical.
I was so annoyed by that.
It was just hysterical. It was so hysterical. I'll give him humor points on that one.
I was like, I put the train army dude, and he's like loses the thing. It's like, oh, you mean the combat wolf that went berserk that none of you reacted against? Literally, all of you sat there staring down at the kids who are panicking, dying, about to die, and you're like, "Oh no, what are we gonna do?"
Like, wait, were they literally on the top of the belly?
Or yeah, they were at the top, looking down.
Okay. So
they were all looking down, going, "Oh no, what are we gonna do? We're all trained mages. We can take care of this in a second." Oh no, let's stand here and talk about it for a couple minutes. What are we gonna do?
Don't worry, main character's down there. He'll all end up being good anyways in the end.
Oh no, the main character's luring him deeper into the cave. What will we do?
Oh, let me just wait 5 minutes and then chase after them because
I hated
that's
that
a
so
smart
much.
move.
I hate it. Again, it's like the only one that does anything in that. Like I was even not a fan of the captain at that point because he was an asshole. He waited way too long to do anything.
Yeah, right.
He's like, I've lost control of the spirit wolf. Well, now's your cue to do that immediately and go.
Yeah, right. No delay. Maybe. I'll give him this. Maybe you wait like a minute to see how the kids go and react against actual killing intent. I understand that, but the second they lure
They
them
all pee
into
their
the
pants.
cave,
All the
Except
kids
for
pee
the
their
main
pants.
two.
Yeah.
Like,
two super guys, two super cool dudes.
literally,
Yes.
I don't know
The
why
fire
they're
girl
even
wanted to
insulting
go
them, period.
suicide and die.
Like, again, from episode
Fire.
5 on, they shouldn't have never said shit to Amo or whatever the fuck his name, Protag.
No fan!
And then
I
the
just love
wing
it.
dude who's
That
following
was
him
very
around. Like, they should have all been kissing their ass the entirety of the show.
Come on,
Because
man.
they saved their lives.
Gave him
Like,
the hip hooray after that, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, you gave us an A.
You got us an A, yeah.
No,
that
yeah,
was
he got an S, man. Okay, he got a better
No,
grade.
the
than everyone else.
group that fought got S's. That even
Oh, that's
attempted
right.
to fight
That's
got
other
S's.
people, that's right. The ones who were able to use magic got S's.
Famo
That's
got
right.
triple S,
Yeah.
double S.
I thought you just got an S.
I think he
No,
just
he got
an
a double S and a
He
magic
got a
whip.
double.
That's what the
Yeah.
shield that
Yeah,
he
he got a
uses once
magic
against
whip.
the giant rat and then disappears. Oh, no,
Yeah.
not against the giant rat, the one-eyed wolf.
Yeah, and then it just like
It's
disappears.
just
For the rest
gone,
of the
yep.
show, yeah.
Yep.
I'm assuming he
Uh,
just fed it to his amulet. That's what I'm
It
assuming.
might be around season 2. We don't yet.
Well, you can't say that until it's your
Dude,
turn.
he probably has enough money to buy shit. He's getting royal guard pay. I mean, come on.
Right?
He's been
Yeah,
getting
also,
royal
you never
guard
see
pay
that
for like
ever.
2
Because he
years.
makes- He like.
He should be
Okay,
making more
during-
money than his dad at
Are we
this
gonna
point.
go on to
Why have
episode
they
No,
not
tons.
moved to a nicer apartment?
No, he should be making more money than every one of the Ice family. Like, no shit. He's been
No,
working
not
for-
everyone in the Ice
No.
family.
No. Like,
No.
literally, who in the Ice family
The
would be
ice
making...
girl that's in the same unit.
Unit, and she's the
I
vice
think he's getting
captain.
paid more than her.
No, he's not.
He's
He's
not.
If it was proportional pay, he would be getting
It's
paid
not
much more.
proportional pay. It's a rate pay system like the
Yeah.
military. Okay, come on.
So it's her.
Okay.
It's her. But the one guy doesn't do anything. He just gets all
We
the
don't know.
equipment.
He's
given.
just
we have
rich.
No, we
Yeah.
have
He's
no
rich.
idea. He's
You
already
don't know why
rich.
he's rich.
Yeah,
He's just
they
rich.
never
Oh
say that.
no,
Maybe
no,
he
no.
owns
Episode 12 is where you explain why his true power.
No, let's go on to episode 11. So he has all this money, but he's still
We've
like
been there, but sure.
free food. Oh yeah.
That was actually 12. That was 12. That was
Well,
12.
that was before
Yeah.
the tournament. That was before the big fight. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was 11. No, that was 11.
No. When they're talking about the food, that's 12. Food is 12.
Wow, that fight was really short.
Yeah, it was. It
Yeah.
was like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh wow, never mind.
Most of it was spent to listening to the old guy talk. Even though he
Yeah,
said, "I'm not going to
most-
say anything more," and then he proceeds to
It was
talk.
mostly
the
them
entire
just
fight.
talking trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Literally.
be like, well, equipment is
And he's
also
like,
a
no,
talent.
No.
What
He
said
said
is
birth is also
birth
like
is
money.
talent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Money or birth. Yeah, is also talent and skill.
Yeah, and that was the part. Like, okay, I'm perfectly fine with them being equals. Him not showing his lightning because it was just cause. But when he used the armor, I'm like, no, now you use your birthright, Mr.
Yeah.
Main Character.
No. Here's the thing about 12. Since we're at it, that really pisses me off. What person that he invited to stroke his dick on would go like, yeah, I'm gonna sit here and watch this. This is a fair fight. Once he's equipped his fighter with armor that literally 1-to-1, 100% counters fire mages, knowing he was going up against a fire mage, and giving him shoes. What
Yeah,
person
even-
would
and
not
then
look
the
at him and go,
captain-
boo? Like, straight up. Who would watch that? Who
And
would
then the
fucking watch it? That's
captain,
terrible.
Again, best character. I say best character in the series. What came up is like, oh, you're gonna fucking lose.
Captain?
Yeah, he was like, it literally deflects all magic fire. You're gonna
Yeah.
lose.
No,
Stop.
it's
Just
so
stop.
stupid. It's so like, what ground do you win at that point? How do you say you're good?
No one
or
wants to
anything?
go against them because it's a
Yeah,
show of their
because they're
force.
They're like the nobles, and everyone else is like
no.
lesser
At that
nobles.
point, it's like,
his
no,
ass,
you've
so he can do
lost.
what he wants
You've
to.
already lost. He took a direct hit. You've lost. You've won. Here's what I would have done. I would have hit him with another ignite immediately once I saw he wasn't injured. Once I saw he wasn't injured, I would hit him with another ignite combust and just run up and start beating his fucking face in. Like, that's all you have to do to win that fight at that point.
This isn't like
That'd be too easy.
Yeah, I know, but like how they end the series sucks.
Oh yeah, no,
because it's him. It's literally just the protagonist saying, "I'm the main character." It's like you already were, dumbass. But
yeah, like, this
I know, but
wasn't hidden at all.
I feel like the second season, the suggested videos I got, were just picks up exactly where it left off, like no time pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
so,
like it ended.
I know it ended very bad, but I feel like what Shadow was saying aligns more with I'll say this is like my rating's given about like a 6. It was interesting, kept me interested. But the Sensei anime, you know what I'm talking about, Reddit?
Sensei one.
Punchy.
Punchy.
I'm trying.
No clue.
I don't remember his name.
No.
No, that's a better anime, yes, too, because that's boxing now. But the one where he hates magic, and you find out his whole entire like gimmick is that he nullifies magic in a certain area.
Certain area? No, you're not talking about
Wild
I'm
Anime?
gonna send you a picture.
I think.
I'm gonna send you a picture. You guys go. I'm gonna go and go.
So me, I give the show a 4. Only reason I'm even would give it a 4 is just because purely I like the main character. It's a breath of fresh air compared to watching most anime. Well, he is. The dimwit main character is completely dense. You know, it's a change of pace, and I like that. All right, so I give it credit for that. I think the writing was terrible. I think the pacing was terrible. Way too many time jumps. I mean, they jumped over a year at one point just so that the main villains can be villains.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's just.
I had no problem with the time skip.
I had a huge problem with it. You know, it's just like,
I don't like how I typed in
small. I don't like small time skips, but I do get annoyed when you're like, here's a year, here's another year, here's 6 more months.
I don't like this, Shadow.
What?
I don't like this. I typed in Sensei anime,
Yeah,
and
don't
what
do
do you
that.
Really?
Don't do that.
I'm getting all Aero manga Sensei.
I was worried when I went and typed in Full-time Magister because I had safe search off, I believe. So I was worried I'm gonna have to review that to make sure I didn't get anything. But
no, you were good. You were good.
Yeah. I'm actually probably gonna. I think I'm gonna actually end up rating this higher than all of you for the simple fact is that it's not too offensive because it doesn't last long enough to be offensive. It's 12 episodes, and the 12 episodes are like 14 minutes.
Yeah.
At minimum, you could binge this in an entire day, not even. Like you could go through this in a couple hours.
Cancer's a lot better than AIDS because at least cancer
kills you
goes away quick.
But I actually just find that with the fast pace, it doesn't do enough bad to hurt it too much. So it actually ended up giving it probably like a 6 or a 7 because it's just so quick. Like it gives you an interesting story kind of with some interesting concepts.
Because I gave it a 6.
You can watch like both seasons in like an hour.
Yeah.
No,
it's
you
so
can't.
quick. Well, no, 12 episodes, 10 minutes, 14-ish. So you would end up like an hour 50 for the first one.
I was saying Senyu. I was talking about Senyu. A little 2-minute show. I was like, is that a 10 then? You could watch the whole thing in like less than an hour?
Probably.
Both seasons?
It depends on how interesting the world is. This one actually had an interesting world with not that bad of a main character as compared to others. Looking at you, Gundam. But, like,
there you go, Reddit. Just looking at your chat right now.
Well, now this is awkward because now no one knows what it is.
Well, I know you haven't watched it, so keep that one in the back burners for later.
Yeah. You're gonna love mine.
Oh, shoot! I know what you're talking about. I do not remember the name of that one.
Yeah.
Great. So we're stuck with no one knowing the name of it. Copy the picture, put it in here, so at least the people who are curious to know it.
No, it's a spoiler. Got keep it.
No, you can put in a picture. It's fine.
Guess the anime. You gotta encourage people to post.
No one's gonna click on this in the first place. No. It's gonna get 2 views. It's gonna be you refreshing the page and then giving up watching it.
I'll downvote it.
Yeah, you thumbs down.
Bad show. Never again.
How dare you?
Okay, let me find a better picture then.
Oh, God, it's fucking terrible.
Oh man.
Love you profoundly.
Don't stop it.
It's dubbed too. I didn't know that.
So.
Okay, let's.
The last thing that we didn't actually talk about fully is actually the how the Chinese. It's Chinese, right?
Yes.
I have no idea. I think so.
I think it's Chinese.
Most likely.
Chinese dubbing is very annoying if you're used to watching Japanese dubbing, because Japanese has a specific pace that kind of flows and doesn't speed up and slow down too drastically.
Like
Chinese can go from me, ma, mo, me, and you're looking at one subline for like a minute.
Horrible. That sounds horrible, Chef.
And then you can have sometimes where it just flies by, and every single second you're getting a new entire line.
There you go. There you go.
I see a cat girl with pink ears.
I know.
That's all I've noticed with that picture.
It's never explained why she has cat ears in that anime, by the way.
As you don't need to. You just wanted a cat girl.
But they're not even like cat ears, because in this one, she doesn't have them in this scene. It's very weird. Okay,
so
continue.
She just wears cat ears. Okay, perfect. Okay.
So is there anything else anybody wants to talk about in Full-time Magister?
I mean, let's just clarify. Best character was the captain of the army.
Yeah.
I rated it 6.
That's not the main character. Yeah, captain of the army.
Doesn't matter. He's our favorite character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we took a vote on who we like,
I am pretty sure if he had, well, no, he does some stupid shit of like waiting too long for the fucking guy to do anything.
I just feel like that was purely because he's a little bit sadistic.
I don't think so. I think it was just writing so that stuff could happen.
He does remind me of myself, so I'll agree with that statement.
Yeah, he's a little bit sadistic. But so that I gave it a 6 out of 10. Reddit.
I gave it a
4. Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it a 4.
Shadow was.
I'm torn between a 6 and a 7. I go either way.
6.5. We'll give
6.5.
I don't like doing points, but I also don't like doing torn. I'm gonna go 7 just so we're not having any double ups.
There you go.
Purely so we don't have double ups, but I'm torn between the two. I could go either way, honestly. Like if I watch it again, I might give it a 5 even. Like.
Well, it's just like sex. After your first time, it's hours.
That might be my problem because this was my second time watching it.
Yeah, so you were looking at more of the stupid shit, and you were just like, "Oh God!" And then this stupid shit's gonna happen.
It's like it more just I was more focused on that stuff, so it's like that might have hurt the score, but my score hasn't changed. It's not gonna change.
So is there anything else anybody wants to talk about this? Like we
pretty much went over the main points.
Yeah, best waifu.
Cover.
We
all did only one waifu.
No.
Yes.
His best friend.
Yes.
Good point.
Yeah.
Shit. I forgot.
The one waifu that actually does something. The husbandu.
That is.
No, husbandu is the captain. No.
Yeah, there you go.
Hold on. I gotta get a picture of the Full-time Magister captain.
What? Oh God, this is for later. Is this for research for later?
I know.
Oh God, I don't know.
I'm
scared.
I came up with Captain America.
Hey, that's fine.
Okay, that's where it went.
There he is. He's blurry, but he's there. That guy. Hold on. This is the captain of the guard. This is the captain of. Oh, here. We can just do this.
What?
Okay.
What's this wee shit you talking about?
Husbandu, pick one husbandu, one waifu. This picture. This is literally the whole cast, basically. I don't know why that fat guy's even in there. He shouldn't really be there.
I'm pretty sure he's not even the main.
Dude, yeah, I just realized this is a screen cap from season 1, right? This is season 1, right? Who's the chick in the right? Because I remember this picture. Who's the chick on the right with the red hair?
Yeah,
She wasn't even in the show.
Yes, she was. She
This
was
is
in it for
season
like
1
5
too. I
seconds.
remember seeing this screen.
Yeah, no, she was in there for like 5 seconds.
This is the Blade Wolf, by the way, the fucking one-eyed wolf evolution. Anyways,
Um,
I'd say Husbandu is the captain by far. I think we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, can't argue that.
The waifu, I think we're torn.
Yeah. So
I mean, there's only one.
I
clear
might
option.
vote mystery. I don't know.
They
I'm
only
tempted to vote mystery.
screamed. They literally said one woman is the waifu, so I'm just sticking
Yeah,
with
and it's the person who's standing right next to him too.
Yeah, exactly. Who looks different than everybody else.
I'm gonna say Water Girl.
I'm gonna say.
You're gonna
I'm gonna go Water Girl. I'm gonna go on a
does have a
rant
thing
and go
for
Water
mini
Girl.
skirts, as he told his sister, so that is a possibility.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Water Girl.
And what is the better miniskirt?
Or
than
Mystery
the
Woman in the
ice
Right.
girl? Is that a woman?
That's a woman. That is a.
This is a very
I
shoddy
can-
picture.
I can tell. That anime midriff, unless that's a trap under there,
I mean, if it's a trap, then
it's a very impressive trap. If it's a trap, I'd be happy to fall into that trap.
We're waiting for your pick, Poison.
Now, I'm gonna say oddball, and I'm gonna say the fat guy.
Okay.
Well,
That's the reason he's in there. That's the reason he's in there.
Well,
Hey, you know what? Maybe he has that taste. Maybe he likes that extra cushion, man. None of the women seem to
But
provide that cushion.
that's the husbando, and the waifu is the short-haired girl, ice girl.
Okay.
All right.
And I don't know how to end this.
No, it's fine. No, because we just go into the next one. What we're gonna do is, and
Oh,
since
yeah.
I'm up
Okay.
next.
So now it's Shadow's turn to pick something. Yeah.
See, here's the discussion part because I was actually torn. I was deciding on something none of us have watched, and I've got a ton of those. But I think I want to go for the one that's the most. Because I was actually shocked. I thought we were actually going to be of some relatively similar opinions on Full-time Magister, honestly. I thought we were going to be way more closer than we actually were. I was actually surprised by that. By the way, here are my notes so you can view how terrible my notes are. They're really bad. But we were actually somewhat decisive. Since you guys can't see it, we're sitting at an hour right now.
What? I didn't hear you.
Since you guys can't see it, we're sitting at an hour right now and how long we've been on this.
Oh.
So that's actually pretty good time.
Well,
And it's like...
what are your next one?
So we were actually more decisive. Well, that's the thing. Do we want something that we've all done? Or I've got a bunch of random...
No, we don't want something we all
No,
done.
like we all haven't seen. That was a mistake.
I'm fine with either.
But there's
choice.
one that is really
your
decisive that I
choice.
think I'm going to go with.
Interesting discussion. Like, yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
I'm pretty sure if we want that, one of the best options, because it gives the most varying opinions I've ever seen, is probably going to be Wolf's Reign, so we're going to go with that.
Okay, how much episodes?
So convenient. This is 25. We're doing 15 first. The later half should just fly past, but it's the dub,
if we're
so you
doing
can kind
a
of
series,
ignore.
if we have a week, we can do 25 episodes, Shadow.
Yeah, we can, but Poison, you were delayed today.
That's because
You had 2 weeks in advance for your project
that
in 1
was
week.
because of a science project, Shadow.
Yes, and you were procrastinating. I get it, but still, like, things can end. By the way, I'm fine with that happening. I'm fine with it being delayed, as long as it's for a real reason, like somebody gets knocked out, somebody can't do it, something came up, that's fine.
Somebody gets knocked out. Wait.
I don't know, one of us ended up in the hospital, I don't expect him to show up to this.
Day more than the day before.
Yeah.
Like that was the thing. It was kind of Wednesday morning, and you're like, I can't do it today. That was
we were on the point of getting ready to do it, and you're like, I can't do it, and it's like, well,
yeah.
I was working hard.
And hardly working. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
Stop
you were
with
working your dick
banjo.
real hard. We both.
This
know,
isn't a
okay?
banjo. This is his guitar.
Oh, gets his guitar now. He's gonna be real happy you're D2.
If he walks in that door, he's kicking your ass.
He's a scrawny string bean.
You don't fuck with skinny people, man. They know how to fight. Have you
Now
not ever seen
remember,
Fight Club?
Poison, since we almost had an issue with that, it's the Wolf's Reign dub. The dub.
Oh.
The dub.
We all have to watch the
We
same
all just
one.
watch it right off of the Kiss anime site. No YouTube.
Yeah, with the link. I put the link
right
in.
here.
That's the next one.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
It should be interesting. So we're gonna go 15, and it's 30 episodes. Is it 30 episodes? I believe in totality. Yeah, it's 30 episodes. There's about 3 or 4 questionable filler episodes where they just basically shift perspective of all the main characters.
We'll
so we're going to talk at 15, because I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of a break point in the show, even?
We'll see halfway through if we all by like Saturday.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna watch all this Saturday because I'm off Saturday. I'm gonna just binge this Saturday.
Yeah, I'll probably do that the same.
Then I'm not off again until Tuesday, so I'm probably gonna have to binge it Tuesday to finish it all up.
I'm going home on Friday, so I'll probably not on Friday. On Saturday, I'll probably binge it all there.
I won't binge it all. I don't want to watch all 30.
By the way, we cutting this off anytime soon?
I mean, we could have already been cut off or not, but I could
Yeah,
cut it off at any time in post.
Yeah, he can cut off at any point. We're
just make an abrupt cut.
No.
No.
Because what I was gonna lead into is this first one. People didn't really have a choice. If they clicked on the video, they probably either knew what the series was, or they just or they didn't watch it in the first place, and this will never get introduced because it most likely this is most likely gonna end up being a catalog. But in case anyone was interested or curious, you can join us now for the next one. Because now we said it. So now you can join along with us, and now you're caught up to pace.
Do you know what you're asking, Shadow?
Hey, I'm not reading those comments. I know how decisive animes are. Fuck no.
Okay. I mean, I'm a blind man, and I see what's gonna happen.
I am apparently not as blind as the fucking group of fucking people who are like, Fawn Mo, who could that possibly be? Hi, kid who looks the same height, same size, same weight, same hair, same eyes.
Same hoodie. He wore the hoodie to the fucking thing.
I know, it's so fucking annoying. I know, it's why I hate all the characters except for the captains and the protagonists.
It was so funny. It's fucking funny.
The captains and the protagonists are the only good characters from that fucking show, I swear.
Hey, the sensei has a good personality.
No,
yes,
tits.
That's what he means by personality. That's his definition of personality. That's his definition of personality.
No,
He's such a big, exuberant personality. That just
voluptuous, even.
Right at you.
That's plot.
No, plot is when you look at a horse's ass for too long and you're like, yeah, I can get behind this.
I mean, you already are behind it.
Damn right.
Yep.
That's on the list, sir. You don't want to go there. I can force that. I can change still.
No, do not.
I mean, you're giving me the link, and I already opened it, so no, you can't.
Link us to a donkey show, motherfucker. We're not talking about that. I will take a week off at that point.
I'll take a week off as soon as we start.
We should probably talk about that. Do we want to? So what's unless like something comes up?
Okay.
Like so, right now it's the order is running. He did his with Full-time Magister, obviously.
Yeah.
Me, I'm going under as Wolfrain.
Wolfrain.
When we finish this rotation, do we want to just keep going on this rotation, or do we want to? Are we gonna start switching or what?
We'll cross that road when it comes.
Yeah, I think we'll cross that road. I mean, our Wolfrain, are we doing this for 2 weeks, or are we gonna do this 1 week?
This is most likely gonna be.
I feel like
my hope is that we get it done early and we get this done quick, but that probably won't happen. So
I feel like because me and Reddit are cramming it, Shadow, we can get 30 episodes done.
Well, a dub is much easier.
Yeah.
Especially a dub like Wolfrain, because not a whole lot happens in the first 15 episodes, I'm going to warn you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's not really a good thing to be saying, Shadow.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's a good thing depending on when you're in the zone.
Good.
Like, go into this with a neutral personality or not expecting much.
Shadow, if this is bad, I'm going to make a suggestion you're going to hate.
Alright, I'm going to make one that you're going to hate then. That's how this works. My rotation will eventually...
It's going to be the tilt.
I'll eventually roll around.
The tilt battle, man, will go on for days. Oh, damn. I'm just a victim here, apparently, I guess.
Yeah. No, see, that's your chance to break the cycle and put us both against you. We have to figure out how to...
It's like this. You both are driving 2 motorcycles, and you're both attached to the same sidecar, and I'm just stuck in that car.
See, I could win that tilt war immediately by putting up .gu roots. I could just win.
No, because this shit will die.
I don't know, Shadow.
Okay? You don't touch a die hack, dude. Okay. I could pull out regular Naruto if we want to like just people.
We would be doing like that. Would end up being like Naruto until he gets to learn how to use his ninjutsu, because that's like 20 episodes.
No, he learns it in the first episode, show.
Really?
Yeah, he learned.
Wow, they made so much progress in one episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I can't wait till episode 300 where they start doing 500 fillers. Man.
He summons like 300 clones that episode too. It's
yeah,
great.
that made no sense. We're not talking about Naruto.
He has a bunch of chakra because he has the Nine Tails in him. Come on,
that he didn't know how to use. That he didn't know how to use. But we're not talking about Naruto. We're really not talking. If we started
like
talking about
another
Naruto,
month, we would have to spend like a month on that.
For arcs.
Yeah, do you want to learn about nature?
No, I hear a bird chirping right now. I have all the nature I need to know.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Look, I'm looking at elsewhere. I don't need to know about any nature.
You're gonna learn some glorious things about nature.
Mm-hmm.
Poison, this is not a way just to try and English.
Say this right now about
we
nature.
play.
Say your thing right now about nature, about what's going to learn, because I'm going to shut off the recording.
No.
No?
Knowledge.
Knowledge?
Is power.
That's it? That's what you... Great. Good job.
I don't know.
Fantastic. I would be fine with that.